I'm in the house with my co-host, The Chat.
That's how we roll. That's how we roll.
And it is Friday, Membership Appreciation Day, and it's the second time around. We are shuffling up what we could shuffle up from the membership list. Hey, look, I got nothing to do with this list. Only thing I ever add to this list is music that was requested on a Friday that I did not get to. So if it's good or bad, I cannot take credit. We just reacted to McBass. Freaking what was the name of that track already? Damn, man, my memory is freaking whack, yo. What was it? She's a Big Boy. Yeah, that was good. That was a good track. But we are shuffling from date added oldest to see what we got here. Twisted Insane. Yo, where's my man Ricky at, man? I ain't seen Ricky in a few weeks, yo. Shout out my man Ricky wherever he at, yo. He actually dropped a few Twisted Insane joints over the last couple of weeks. Taco Shop, Delusions, and that joint with C-Ray and King ISO. And they been getting a couple of views, yo. Twisted Insane, low-key, gets some pretty good views on my channel. Like 200 views on the video. Listen, I'm the 20-view king. So if I get 200 views on a reaction, I feel like that's doing fairly well. So, yeah, man. Twisted Insane, Handmade in Hell. Twisted Insane is he's considered a hardcore rapper. I believe so, but I've heard a few tracks of him by him that like had some relatable, like real personal things going on. And hardcore rappers rarely do that. Like you rarely get any type of, introspective autobiographical things from a hardcore rapper. It's usually sensational ass murder bars. So that puts Twisted in a different light for me, because I'm like, okay, maybe he's like a real artist, I'm not saying that they're not real artists, but like somebody who can really tell a story or express himself through the music rather than just be murder bar, murder bar, murder bar, murder bar, murder bar, Is this a real video? Yeah, official music video, okay. I think I've only saw one or two, no, I saw like 2 or 3 Twisted Insane videos.
Big ammo like Rambo, no plan B. Cup of tea for my sick ones, but the bitch ones can't stand me. Fuck around and find out when they be chewed up like candy. The devil was up in the window, but they killing niggas on the bench. Goddamn me. Sick and tired of running circles all around the competition. 50 hit them with a 50, won't you come and get me? I ain't got the pot to piss it. Anybody wanna speak up on the brain gang, then I gotta get up no mercy. When they wanna hurt me, if it was a murder, they be getting by them with a sick James. Give him what the window, what he been waiting for. And I get tired of running.
He's probably the best chopper I ever heard. His flow is crazy, man.
Big ammo like Rambo, no plan B. Cup of tea for my sick ones, but the bitch ones can't stand me. Fuck around and find out when they be chewed up like candy. The devil was up in the window, but they killing niggas on the bench. Goddamn me. Sick and tired of running circles all around the competition. 50 hit them with a 50, won't you come and get me? I ain't got the pot to piss it. Anybody wanna speak up on the brain gang, then I gotta get up no mercy. When they wanna hurt me, if it was a murder, they be getting by them with a sick James. Give him what the window, what he been waiting for. Killing everybody at this point, it really ain't even debatable. All my life been passed up, and they tell me I was unrelatable. 25 years still here, everybody else biodegradable. One day they will all fall to the reaper.
He said 25 years still here, everybody else biodegradable.
I why you always come in with the dark shit. In my comments when the wolf in wanna start shit. They gon' find out or the pop just look at pork shit. Finally fed up with the Godzilla. You run around and rob niggas. I can run people for the shit and then niggas just sit around up in the job with it. Living on the way up on the edge, not dead, so I'm popping it. The Reaper's on this way, little bitch, ain't no stopping it. What you got up in the freezer? AK. No one every time I'm coming up with the ether. Mayday. In high school, no cell phone, just a beeper. Say. 55 years old in your speakers. Subwoofer tweeters. Everybody wanna come with that fast flow. That's boo, but I can't understand half of they ass though. When I'm on the subwoofer tweeters. Everybody wanna come, no cell phone, just a beeper. Say. 55 years old in your speakers. Subwoofer tweeters. Everybody wanna high school, no cell phone, just a beeper. Say. 55 years old in your speakers. Subwoofer tweeters.
Is he 55 years old? I thought he actually was in the comments on one of my joints. The one where he was like, I think Pitbull, where he was dressed up like a dog, and I was like, yo, this man is 50 years old dressed like this. And he was laughing in the comments. He was like, yo, Blood South, 50 years old. He's like, he's 40. But he just said 55 years old and you're
Made that in high school, no cell phone, just a beeper. Say. 55 years old in your speakers, subwoofer tweeters. Everybody wanna come with that fast flow. That's boo, but I can't understand half of they ass though. When I wanna come and listen to, I gotta rip that ass a new asshole. When they gonna turn to come and catch up, and I'm hot as Tabasco. Bitch, by myself, better watch who you ride with. That could be the one who you die with. Look around, who the one left in the riot. Kill them all, no moments, and I just got handmade in hell.
Nah, he's only 46 years old, so I don't know. I didn't get that 55 years old in your speakers bar.
I'm hot as Tabasco. By myself, better watch who you ride with. That could be the one who you die with. Look around, who the one left in the riot. Kill them all, no moments, and I just got handmade in hell. No sleep, won't be on the dark side. Race in the mud, no love, second all die.
He's doing the Undertaker eyes and shit. He takes that hardcore mess a little bit too far sometimes. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Blood, feeling pain, insane, second all fried. Who's left the gun for your neck when they all handmade in hell. Hoping you will never end up. Hoping you will never end up like me. Hoping you will never end up. Hoping you will never end up like me. I was handmade in hell. Hoping you will never end up. Hoping you will never end up like me. Hoping you will never end up. Hoping you will never end up like me. I was handmade in hell with a big strap just to back up my demons. Time to ride, I don't care. Even if it's time to die, I'm leaving. I don't wanna sit around and live another life with no meaning. I would rather one butt nigga to the firewall full of gasoline, and I mean it. But the big up in the figure burner with the brain sick. It was you would never make it, only gonna feel like a tail, plus you ain't shit. All my life is dedicated, proof of niggas work, I never had to figure it out, but try to put me in the vice and pop it up, and then I eat them all up like a banquet, unsanctioned. If you was with the shit, would you get it? Nah, I'm leaving. I don't wanna sit around and live another life with no meaning. I would rather one butt nigga to the firewall full of gasoline, and I mean it. But the big up in the figure burner with the brain sick. It was you would never make it, only gonna feel like a tail, plus you ain't shit. All my life is dedicated, proof of niggas work, I never had to figure it out, but try to put me in the vice and pop it up, and then I eat them all up like a banquet, unsanctioned. If you was with the shit, what you wanna ride for?
Nobody else.
Man, we on that one way to the rivals. No turn around, no stopping, nigga, no getting out, we liable. Get them all right now, but no chance for survival. I'm so Blanca electric, you like having you a death wish, come get this. I burn them up with gasoline. I'm that one that be living deep up in the dark side. Got everybody in the car ride on the way they come smash your team. Smoke, drink, eat, fuck. Still wanna say nothing when I'm up, kill them all, that's demon. Only when they say fuck that, hell nah, I don't need it. Take a look up in the glass bar, I'll see all your secrets. Mind full of black magic. They don't wanna go in deep, can't nobody feed them, won't nobody be the better, being better deep up in the fabric. You spit that single shot, I spit shit automatic. Used to be up on the street trying to sell CDs, aromatic, silly rabbit. Love it when I walk up in the room and then they play dead. I don't wanna come up in this bitch and get the bass head. Better before I really put you in the mud to get the fuck up and then break bread. You already know I got the hit and you don't wanna get your sheets stained red. Real different. Brain sick since an infant. Ever since I was born, all the other kids kept a distance. Laugh like a true boss and stay back when the gas cough. Every time they say I fell off, I hit them right back so handmade in hell. No sleep, won't be on the dark side. Race in the mud, no love, second all die. Blood, feeling pain, insane, second all fried. Who's left the gun for your neck when they all handmade in hell? Hoping you would never end up. Hoping you would never end up like me. Hoping you would never end up. Hoping you would never end up like me. I was handmade in hell. Hoping you would never end up. Hoping you would never end up like me. Hoping you would never end up. Hoping you would never end up like me. I was handmade in hell.
Alright, that was Twisted Insane, Handmade in Hell. He is very much one of the best choppers or fast rappers I've heard. Chopping and fast rapping is not necessarily the same thing. There's punchiness to being a chopper. Hardcore has never really been my thing. I think my favorite hardcore rappers probably was 3 6 Mafia at some point. I was a big 3 6 Mafia fan at some point. But even them, they unlike Lord Infamous, he was really ridiculous with the hardcore. But 3 6, they got more into like party music, you know, like drug doing party music. He gets very overboard into the hell demon aspect of horrorcore, which is, you know, sometimes that just turns me off a bit. But he can fly, he can flow. His flow is second to none for real. But Handmade in Hell, like I don't know if it's my age showing that I just don't really that type of hip hop really doesn't do it for me that much anymore. Bone even had like a whole sold my soul to the devil, changed my mind now, I want it back, like, and playing with the Ouija and shit. Like they even like dabbled in the occult style for a little bit, but then they did Crossroads, which is very, you know, polarized. It's like, okay, y'all, I don't wanna die, and yeah, it was very polarized with Bone. Bone was a confusing ass group. All right, send that one.
Okay, this is bullshit. Moses was an asshole. Moses was a petty, immature, selfish man. Oh, he was good at one thing. That's bringing the worst out of everybody he met.
Yeah! And that nigga owe me $5.